my name is Jillian Caldwell. I'm going to be talking about the beginnings of hula hooping and some basic beginner tips. What you want is a special hoop. This hoop is special because it's larger than most and it's also weighted. The weight helps for the hoop to travel around your body so that you can feel where it's at and what it's doing. You will want to have some comfortable yoga type clothes. Tank tops are best because the hoop can become slippery on your clothes, and it's best to have bare arms while trying to learn hoop tricks so that it can grip to your skin. You also want to have plenty of space, enough space that you have enough room to go over your head as well as around your body. To begin, we'll want to figure out which direction you hoop in. Hopefully, eventually, you'll be able to hoop in both directions. This is important so that you stay balanced on both sides and don't stress out one side of your body or the other. For right now, let's go ahead and try and choose a direction to hoop in. You want to go ahead and begin with the hoop placed on the small of your back. You want to lean to your right or your left depending on which way you're choosing to spin the hoop. I hoop to my left, so let's go ahead and try that way first. So you want to have the hoop placed firmly on your back, and we're going to lean to our right and give it a spin to our left. If this feels good, you most likely hoop to the left. So let's go ahead and try the other direction. Just like before, we want to have it placed on the small of our back. This time we're going to try hooping to the right. So we lean to our left, give it a spin to the right. It's okay if it's not perfect, we're just learning. By now you've decided whether you feel more comfortable hula hooping to your left or to your right. So now let's go ahead and learn how to hula hoop on our waist and actually keep it there. Go ahead and place one foot in front of the other. It's most normal to place your lead foot as the opposite of the direction you're going. Just like before, we want to place the hula hoop on the small of our back, lead foot forward, give it a twist and a push in the direction you want to hula hoop in. Feel the hoop as it goes around your body. You want to feel where it connects to your stomach and your back. As it rolls across your belly, push forward. As it rolls across your back, push back. Let's go ahead and try it on the other side. Just like before, hoop is on the small of your back. Go ahead and place the other foot as your dominant lead foot. Give it a twist and a spin. Just as before, we want to feel it roll over our belly and push forward. As it rolls over our back, we push back. So now that we are able to hoop in both the right and the left direction, we're going to go ahead and learn how to stall, which looks like this. Stalling is a great transition between directions. Let's start by hula hooping to our left. We want to have our knees bent, our shoulders and chest relaxed, and our feet about shoulder width apart. You want to look down in front of you and notice when the hoop is circling in front of you. As it connects with your back hip, notice where it hits your hip, and right now it's hitting your fingertips. You want to go ahead and stall and push it in the opposite direction. You can do this while spinning or not spinning. If you do spin, it helps a little bit with momentum and getting it going in the other direction. So this time to the other direction with our right hand. Again, watch the hoop to where it spins in front of you. Go ahead and feel where the hoop is touching your side, where it connects. You want to grab your hoop at that point and switch directions. So again, and back in the other direction. Make sure when you're pushing your hoop and changing directions that you're pushing the hoop in a horizontal, even even plane. Now we are going to start learning to move around in our hoop a little bit, as well as learn how to turn in our hoop. Let's begin by hula hooping to our left. Again, notice the pressure the hoop puts as it rolls against your stomach and against your back. If you hoop to the left, as I am, and you want to turn, go ahead and start making small pivots in the same direction as your hoop. Still pushing back and forth. Forward with your stomach and back with your back. You can begin to take larger steps or one big step. Let's go ahead and try it in the other direction, starting as we did from the beginning. This time we're hooping to our right, so we're going to place our left foot forward, give a slight bend to the left, and a spin to our right. Like before, notice where the hoop is and where it's spinning around you. Go ahead and try taking small steps to your right. As you get more comfortable with this, you can move your hips side to side, or as before, raise up on your toes for a larger circle. Remember to keep moving around and to have fun with your hoop. It's all a learning experience. Now let's go ahead and learn a basic beginner's hand trick. Start off with what we've already learned. We want to place our right foot forward, and we're going to be spinning our hoop to the left. Just like when we were spinning, notice where the hoop travels in front of you. For this hand trick, get comfortable with placing your hand on the small of your back so that the hula hoop travels directly over it. When you feel comfortable with this, begin playing with lifting up the hoop. As it rolls over your hand, going to travel it up your body. And you can continue to spin the hoop on your hand in lasso. Okay, so slower this time. Just as before, hand on the small of the back to where the hula hoop runs over your hand. You're going to grab it and pull it up like you have something on the back of your hand and you're wiping it off on your clothes, all the way straight up. So we can slow it down, take it slower, and straight up. Show you one more time. Over the hand. And we're going to go straight up. Let's go ahead and try it to the other side. This time with our left foot forward. Hula hoop like always on our back. Giving it a spin to the left and a spin to the right. Sort of. More of a twist to the left and a spin to your right. Play around with the speed. Get more comfortable with it going slow. Makes it easier to learn hand tricks such as this one. Now let's try it on this side. Just as before, get comfortable with the hoop running over your hand. When you feel comfortable with this, like before, pull it straight up. On small of our back. And we want to raise it up just as before, keeping our palm of our hand in close into us as if we're wiping something off our hand, the back of our hand. Woo! That was a little quick. Let me show you again. Nice and slow. Small of your back. Let it roll over and straight up. One more time, and straight up. Two ways to move from this lasso trick here. Like you've seen me do a few times, you can watch the hoop until it comes in front of you, here, your left hand across to the right side of your body. Let's try putting some of what we've learned together. So, hooping to our left. Let's see if we can pull the hula hoop up and over our head. Hand on the back. Nice and slow, feeling the hoop rolling over your hand. And straight up. Just as we did on the other side. This time we want our right hand to come across to the left side of our body as we drop the hoop down. Go ahead and practice going both directions. You could spend a lot of time just practicing going back up and down. Way we can transition from lasso is to bring it from the bottom and up our body. It looks like this. So to do so, let's break it down. In lasso, you want to grasp your hoop. We want to bring the hoop down in front of us with our palm facing up. Still swinging, step through the hoop and spin as we bring the other foot around. It's a little tough going slowly. Let's do it again. Do my best to break it down as slow as I can. Going to bring the hoop in front of us, in the hoop, up and around. Now let's do what we've learned already. Let's go ahead and stall the hoop to the other direction. Now let's try it on this side. We're going to bring the hoop up our head and into lasso, just as before. Again, we're going to bring the hoop in front of us, like such, with our palm facing up. So we're now in lasso. And we're bringing our palm in front of us and jumping through. This one really does help to spin because it keeps the momentum going. Let's try it again. We want to go down and up. Now to finish any hula hooping routine, give the audience a bow. In order to do this, place your hoop in front of your body and spin on your fingertips. To get really talented, go ahead and switch back in the other direction. Other great things I will go ahead and show you so you have a little bit of inspiration to keep learning are some other tricks. So far we've learned the vertex up to the lasso. Another interesting trick is the revolving door out to the side, all the way around. As I was talking about earlier, having bare arms to grip the hula hoop allows you to do arm tricks up to the neck and back and around your chest. So to review what we've learned, we know that in order to keep the hoop on our waist, we're going to have it start on the small of our back, lean and give it a twist. Always notice where the hula hoop is rolling across your stomach and across your back. We've learned how to take the hula hoop up into lasso, as well as back onto our body. Can stall in both directions, spinning, playing around. So now that you have some beginning tricks in your bag, time to go practice. Good luck.